All right, we're here at the big pond.
Move off the spot.
Trying to find some biggins. Little hush derb. Gonna have some fun.
Come over here and catch some fish.
One step closer to the
There's an answer for you.
Well, this is freaking boring. Haven't got sniffed, haven't found them. I don't know, they're sucked up on the bottom, not suspending at all, so it's making it a little bit more difficult to actually graph them. Had a few fallers, no fish that committed so far. A lot of bait everywhere. Looks like a good shad spawn, but I think they might be shallow. Schools up in here. A long fish. Long skinny one. Oh, they're busting. They're busting all over the place. All right, 15. Let's see if we can find that school. Now we need a drop shot. Well, that was exciting for a little bit. A few blow-ups in front of me, whole school called the chatterbait, but now it seems as if it died down. Oop, found a school 60 feet out. Let's see if we can get him to go. Little guy. Let's see if he'll keep. Come on. He should keep. All right. Whoa. Get out of here. 12 3/4. wrapped in the transducer. That's a nice fish. These fish won't get us to 90, but they'll get us to 80. All right, 16 and a half. It's a nice chunky fish. That's 3. Time to get a new roboworm. So those fish are piled up and they're stubborn. They're not wanting to hit that chatterbait. We got them going in the beginning with the chatterbait, but they're chasing it. They're just not committing. So either throw a finesse bait or another type of reaction bait to get them fired up. But drop shot, man, it is a bait that works. And there's a school right below me. Let's see if we can get one. Let's go. I haven't got any fish to commit while I'm really close to the boat. I think these fish are a little bit smart. They're overpressured. But once you kind of move this school off of their primary spot, it doesn't seem like they want to commit to anything. It's almost like you gotta catch them at their spot or catch them where they're going. So once I detect movement in certain grass patches, I'll stop and then start casting in that direction with a weedless worm, for instance this drop shot, and I'll dead stick it. I won't really impart any movement until like maybe 2 or 3 seconds after I have cast in that spot, and then I'll just take the next cast and just keep on working this general area. I mean, if you're seeing a lot of movement around the grass patches all around, that's a good signal that there's tons of fish around here to be caught, and there's really no need to really move off the spot like that. Another one. These fish are strong and want to get into the grass. So I mean, they are small, right? These fish are small. I mean, there's a 16 and a half. They're all mixed in. 16 and a half to 17s to 12 to 13s. They're all mixed in. So you got to weed them out. There's no sense in moving off. These young ones, when their tail is up and curling up, that means they're about to do something. So just wait for that tail to go down, close its mouth. See that tail is going up again? There we go. Now he's ready. That tail, just relax it. Mouth close. 13 3/4. There we go. I think that's 4. Not 100%. Yeah, there's even some that's 20 feet out from me, like hanging out on the weed edge. So a lot of these bass likes to hide not into the deep stuff. A lot of the times they like to hide out on the edge. And that kind of gives me the opportunity to find them a little bit faster. It's good to swing on them. It's been a long time. Yeah, why not? Let's throw the ribbit. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Well, that's a nasty looking fish. Finally got one to go because kind of small, but it's I think that'll cull something. 13. There's a nice defined weed edge all along right here, and they're just schooled up along this grass. And I'm just picking them off slowly, finesse. You guys already know I'm the drop shotter. Good old Aaron Martin, baby. They're just going in and out of these weeds. Oh, I felt some sort of tick. Feels small. I'm gonna have to figure out what we need to cull. Do the old pua. The thigh grabber. I call it the thigh catcher. We'll call Pua the thigh catcher. I'll take one more picture of like a 13. It's a 13 and a half. I'll take one more picture of it. And a half. Now let's start. We're not taking photos if it looks small now. We're just going for big ones. A few more casts here, and then I'm gonna have to leave this spot and try to somewhere else, because we ain't getting nothing but bucks around here. So if you catch like, generally my strategy is like, if you catch 3 to 5 fish, that's kind of when I decide to like, okay, there's not that many big ones in here, in this particular spot. So that's when I'll move and go into big fish habitat. There's some right there. Let's try punching speed crawl. They're really nice to like get on a punch bite, but I'm not gonna force anything, you know, like that's, you know, some of you guys are power fishermen. I get it. Masculine energy, chatterbait, you know, jerkabait, but like, when the fish are just not eating those moving baits, are you just gonna just blank the rest of the day? Like, in my opinion, I like catching fish. So like, you guys can do whatever you want, but I'm down. I'm down to catch fish, you know, on a frog, punching, chatterbait, swim bait, glide bait, whatever, right? I'll give it a shot. But if they're just following it all day, like, I'm not doing it. I tell you what, I'm not doing it. It's just not worth my time to like just hope that one commits after thousands and thousands of follows. Like, that's not the way how I operate and stuff. And I love punching, I love flipping, I love getting just like a freaking solid tug. But when the bite's not happening, I'm not forcing it. That's how people blank. Yeah, they just overcomplicate it. Oh, it's Clear Lake, let's throw topwater. Yeah, I did that during West Coast 2-3 years ago. Only ended up catching 1 the first day and blanking the second day and catching 3 on a drop shot because I finally gave in. I was like, okay, Clear Lake doesn't always have to be the best fishery in the country. Sometimes it has its dips, its lulls, and then sometimes it has like its terrific years. So there you go. Like, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. You can't just, you know, force them to eat something that they're just gonna follow and then just lose interest eventually. But we're about to put this down right now because they are not digging the speed crawl. But we might go cover some water with a chatterbait. You never know. Like, they are eating that. I got 1 to commit on it. If you can get 1 to commit, that might be a clue to getting more to commit. But I feel like this punch bite's not gonna happen until like 1:12 or 1 p.m. when they're just really sucked up into that grass. But yeah, it's pretty nice. I got the whole entire section to myself. No one really bothering me. There was a you know, polite boat that pulled up next to me and said he's gonna work around me or go around me, and he left real quick after that. But like all along right this stretch, there's like a defined weed edge in between that. I think later in the day that strolling bite will be good later. There's some right here, right below the boat, just like right here. Yeah, they're like, let's kick it, and right next to this long ass kayak. Yeah, I caught it on a chatterbait, and they were schooled up, dude. Like, they were busting the surface. I got them all riled up. But this whole entire grass line from here all the way to where Mike's at, dude, you're gonna catch fish. There we go. Slab. All right, wrong species. Those aren't gonna help. Huh? I have 5, but they're nothing big.
What?
I got 5, but I don't got any big fish.
Shit. You're lucky you got 5. I only got 3. I lost 1. But only one keeper.
I mean, I'm just getting majority of them on drop shot. I'm getting majority of them on drop shot. I'm just trying to find a bigger bite right now. I can't find one. Yeah. Well, especially this area is a lot of dinks. But over there is a little bit better. You couldn't? What? I think it's gonna be better later on. gonna work.
Come over here and catch some fish.
There's an answer for you. Yeah, pull up right next to me if you want. Like right behind me, right here, and then you could feel free to get what you can get. Yeah. They're here, they just need some time to set up.
I can tow behind you. I have a
You have like a little thing down there or what? Oh,
pair
cool.
cleaner you can put it on.
yeah, that'll work. 50 for that one.
Really?
Yeah, it sucks a lot of juice.